With the first thread of light, the strength of the place appears, as if it wakes from its sleep and prepares for a new day of guarding. Here stood its men, their eyes on the sea and their hearts on their people. They knew nothing but loyalty and protection. Its place wasn't chosen by chance. It was selected by an expert eye. It could see far and stop danger before it reached the island's people. And today, every time we look at the Maqta, we remember that this fort was the beginning of the story, the foundation upon which a strong homeland was built. Before the sun of the Union ever rose, this land pulsed with tales of courage. And here, at the entrance of Abu Dhabi, the Maqta rose, the island's guardian, its eye that never closes. This passage was the artery of the region, a road linking the mainland to the island, crossed daily by caravans in calm and safety. And from this path, trade moved and people traveled between the two shores while the Maqta watched over them and protected them. Its location wasn't random. It was a vigilant eye watching the passage, guarding it from any threat approaching Abu Dhabi. Through the years, the tower was a pillar of security for the place, its presence always imposing and respected. And today, when we see the bridge, we know this road was the beginning, a gateway to the rise of this city. Every time you cross the bridge, remember that history began here. The Maqta was the path, the first step toward the island. Everyone entering Abu Dhabi passed by it, greeting the fortress that guarded it from sea and land. Before the walls rose, the beginning was here, on the shore. Our workers carried the coral stones one after another, gathering them from the sea that blessed us with its gifts. It was only the first step, but they knew they were building more than a wall, they were building history. With every stone, Emirati hands shaped precision. They carved, measured, and placed. No machines, no advanced tools, just patience, determination, and a forward-looking vision. They turned the stones of the sea into a fortress that protected the island. And Sheikh Shakbout, may he rest in peace, was present at every step, supervising, guiding, encouraging. He wasn't just a leader, he was the guardian of this place. He knew this tower would become a shield for his people, a support for many years. By the order of Sheikh Shakbout bin Diab Al Nahyan, the Maqta was built stone and perseverance. The goal was simple: to protect the homeland, safeguard the water, and repel danger. Night at the Maqta has its own breath, stillness, and an ancient pulse still alive between its walls. Even if people slept, the tower never did. The guard knew every whisper in the sea, every wave had meaning. Standing without flinching, he waited for any sign, for his duty was to protect the island before danger ever reached it. And if something appeared in the distance, a spark, smoke, or fire, he knew the message had been delivered. Tower calling tower, village warning village. This was the safety network before the modern age. If the fires were lit, everyone understood. It meant the guard was awake and the island was under protection. A simple light, yet a shield that safeguarded the island for many years. Night at the Maqta had its own breath. If danger appeared, the flames rose to alert the island, and all knew their guardian was awake. On unforgiving nights, danger came from the sea. The shadow of a boat was enough to turn calm into fire. The men of the Maqta stood firm, their eyes never resting. When an attack began, the dust rose before the sound. Everyone knew his position, his role. There was no fear, only duty to uphold. Here, where the sand became a battlefield, swords clashed, and men defended the island with hearts that knew no retreat. These were moments separating survival from loss. With the first light, everything ended. The men remained standing, weary yet proud. They had protected the tower and preserved an unbreakable history. Years passed with fear, but the Maqta never wavered. It stood just as it always had, guarding, resisting, and protecting the homeland from every intruder. Years passed, but the stories never died. Every stone of the Maqta bears witness to men who stood against the wind. Generation after generation, the true wealth remained the same: loyalty, courage, and love for the homeland. Amid this great renaissance, the Maqta stands as a living witness, old walls with a spirit forever renewed. And this is the story of stone, water, and men. From the heart of the Maqta, Abu Dhabi rose. And today, we preserve their history just as they preserved the homeland.